This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
Well, your microphone's live now, so I would certainly curb that language. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real honour today. You're listening to the Ian Lee podcast. Let's make that clear, because I don't think it's been clear enough. It's the Ian Lee podcast. But today, we have an absolute legend joining us after a month of being... I think I can say this, Paul, without fear of bigging up too much. A month of being in disgrace. He is back. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the podcast for the first time in a very, very long time, Mr. Paul Scones. Scoins.
Thanks. Thank you. It's great to be here.
I tell you what, why don't we put a little bit of reverb on your voice and you can just tell us what you've been up to for the last few weeks. Away you go.
Well, I've been working in London. Been doing some...
Yeah, Dealey's here! Yay! Dealey! Cheers, guys. Great to have you. Scoins was just telling us something, but do you know what? It's
What are you saying, mate?
It's just in time. It's not important. You sucking on a mint?
I am sucking on a mint, looking at Paul with disgust again.
You're peeking a bit. Just turn yourself down a bit. Because we want to get you in. We want to get you in HD quality, mate.
Okay.
We don't want to get you peeking.
I cannot work sitting next to this guy who's wearing that stupid thing around his neck.
Now listen. Now just turn yourself up a little bit. Split the difference. This is bullying in the workplace, which I do actually condone.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Because some people deserve it, right? I'm not saying no names, no pack drill, right? But someone in this room deserves to be bullied. I don't know if Scoins... Well, I don't know if the fact that Scoins has got a green lanyard around his neck is what... Basically, you're the health and medical advisor here at BBC Three Counties Radio. If someone were to collapse... Yeah. You'd be the guy that they'd go to. And I really hope that I faint when you're on duty, because I would love you to give me the kiss of life.
You're kind of our Dr. Hilary Jones, aren't you? That's the idea.
But less predatory.
What would you do
Less
if I
qualified.
collapsed now? If I just hit the ground and I wasn't breathing, what would you do?
If you weren't breathing...
Once your laughter had subsided...
Well, after
How would you clear his airway?
Well, you tilt the head back.
Okay. Do you want me to... Do you want to show?
When are you going to stick your finger in?
Almost immediately.
Right.
Could you perform, and this is the thing I always ask doctors, and they always go, well, yeah, of course. And you're kind of a doctor. Could you perform a tracheotomy?
No.
If you had to. I can tell you how you do it.
Biro.
Biro. You get a biro.
Yeah, that's what they say. But
and you just whack it in the throat. If you had to save someone's life, if you had to do it to save someone's life, could you shove a biro case in someone's throat if you had to do it to save their life, or would you let them die?
How would you know that was the thing that was wrong?
Answer the question, Mr. Scoins. Would you let them die?
Well, I wouldn't want them
Would you let them die?
I wouldn't.
But you would let them die. You wouldn't want them to die, but you would let them die.
What if it was the wrong manoeuvre?
You would let someone die knowing that a simple biro in the gullet would save their lives.
But what if
you would let them die?
What if they had, I don't know, if they were having a heart attack?
My name is Brian Walton, and today we're joined with Paul Scoins, who has admitted live on the BBC that he would allow someone to die, even though he had the medical training to save their life. Paul, what is this nonsense?
All I'm saying is that you have to be certain about what you're doing before you perform a tracheotomy.
Can I say something?
I wouldn't also do what are they called? A tourniquet. You wouldn't do a tourniquet, although I have been shown how to do one of those.
Listen, based on what you've just said, you don't deserve the lanyard.
I do. I've got certificates.
No, you'd walk away.
Could, dear listener, it's over to you. It's over to you. You can vote ian.lee@bbc.co.uk, or if you can text us now, anytime during the week. All of these will be tallied up. Just send your text 81333. Start them WM, and just say yes. Scoring, no. Yes or no? Yes or no. That's all you got to say. Yes or no. And those will be tallied up over the week. And Paul, either next week we will derobe you,
yep,
or we'll pleasure you. One of those things.
They can be both.
Wow.
Welcome. Let's start the podcast, shall
Hey.
we? Welcome to my special weekly podcast. All the best bits of the week with little nuggets of classic bants. For an example of that, just rewind 5 minutes in between. Best bits like this. Simon Oxley crying like a girl.
Justin brought sausage rolls the other morning. I didn't get one.
Excuse me. I don't cry like that.
Sorry?
Why are you dissing Oxley?
Don't diss Oxley.
Why are you dissing girls?
Because they stink. And they're rubbish.
Oh.
a wild Terry Wogan appears.
I thought I was Terry Wogan.
I didn't realise that you'd brought in...
Go on, mate. Have a go.
And there's tension on the streets with Justin Dealey.
I'm sorry, I don't often do this, but you don't deserve any more airtime. We're going to leave it there. Thanks very much.
Stay tuned to the end for the... Stay tuned until the very end. Well, why would you put very in? It's the end. It's the end or the end.
No.
Because if you're staying... There's a bonus bit at the end, right?
There is.
But if you're staying tuned to the very end, well, that's after the bonus bit, so they'll miss it.
No, because sometimes when it normally ends, it won't end.
Well, they'll know by looking at their screen.
They won't look at their screen.
I always look at my screen.
You don't.
It's just a picture of you.
That's why he's looking at it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the... This is good. This is good. This is gold. This is gold. This is why you got it and not that boy James, who I wanted to get it, and I insist. I said to the boss, James has. He was in the running. He was in the running. He was in the run. Oh,
he might even be listening now.
Oh, he was in the running. You were in the running, James. You're still my first choice after. Cannot remember that kid's name that left the other way. It doesn't matter. Dead to me. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Crosby, Stills, and indeed the Nash of radio phone-ins. Akbar, Dennis, and Peter.
Good morning, Ian.
That's correct. You're through to Catherine.
Right. Catherine,
Sound a bit more pleased about it.
Catherine, when I heard Ian the other day on the stage in the library that he wasn't a brilliant journalist and he takes advice from you and the others, then it took me by total surprise, and that surprise has been broken since then many times, and this morning his performance to investigate to that councillor is a brilliant example of how good the Ian Lee is for 3CR.
I think you're right. He's very good at probing.
I want to probe you, Akbar. Were you at the show I did at Luton Library Theatre?
Yes.
Why didn't you come and say hello and have a selfie with me?
Ian, I was sitting next to our friend from Dunstable. You came down.
Hang on a second. You were sat next to Dennis?
He was sat right next to me, yeah.
You were sat next to Akbar Dakhan and nobody said anything. I came down, I hugged Dennis. I wish I hadn't, because that's a really high stage to get back up on, and I'm 42. Akbar, I would have kissed your forehead and ruffled your hair, you naughty little sausage.
That's why I didn't say he was there.
I didn't know you were there, boss.
I was there, and
you're very kind.
I enjoyed the show. And today you have given another example of what you have said on that stage isn't true. You can't mislead us all. You are an excellent journalist and presenter.
Listen, I'm not a journalist, because there are people that go through training and do all kinds of legwork to become. Don't point yourself.
Like this guy.
I'm just a bloke. I'm just a bloke with a bloke's courage. Yeah. But I'm not a journalist. I don't want to be rude to people who are proper journalists and know what they're doing. I'm just a bloke who likes to argue with people. Dennis.
Yes.
Can I ask, what was Akbar like to sit next to? Was he polite?
Nice
was
man.
he chatty?
Considerate.
Asian gentleman, and I thought, well,
Hang on a minute. Akbar, are you Asian?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yes,
Thank you, Dennis. I never knew that. I'm being flippant, of course I do. Well, is it funny? You two meeting is like the streams crossing. You're lucky you didn't shake hands, because the whole universe would have imploded.
Do you want to add another stream? Because you've got the absolute ultimate.
Oh, hang on a minute. Peter?
Hi.
Flip it. Heck, it's a combined age of 672. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. It would be rude for me not to. Hang on a second.
Right, Peter, what do you want to have a whinge about today?
Oh, there we go. And it goes into. And we've got. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've lost. Oh, we go.
Whinging his way across beds, hards, and bugs. Peter in Woolmer Green.
What do you want to have a whinge about today, Pete?
Hi, I was just listening to you talking about the migrants in the different areas. The quantity.
Yeah.
Now, Germany now are doing exactly what was advocated in the 50s and 60s by the local people, that when immigrants come in, they should be taught how to live in the housing and showing what the borders were in, what happens within a home.
Yes.
And Germany's doing it now.
What?
But Britain has never done it.
I don't know what. I still don't know what.
Well, when someone comes into a country and they move into a home, they need to know how to occupy that home. something quite simple to us. People should be educated in how to live our type of life when they come into this country. Then it will stop massive amount of friction. That's for one. We have never done it. We are stupid. Consecutive governments, we are stupid.
I agree with you, Peter, in lots of ways. And in order to achieve what you are saying is, my organization has been talking about a national program of integration for newcomers in this country.
Absolutely, you're quite right. Now, you can get it.
Well,
it seems lost in the wilderness.
Well, I emigrated from Manchester and I've only just learned to live down here. So what are you talking about?
That's a different thing as well, because it's a different sort of characteristics. In Manchester, there's a lot more humour, but it's a different type of living.
You're right.
I've got a son who lives near Whaley Bridge.
Yeah, well, I used to live in the water, so I was paddling around with water up to my ankles because Manchester never stops raining.
Well, that's about right, really, but you've got a bigger sense of humour up north. Much bigger sense of humour. They're a bit more dour down here, just a bit like the Scots.
Peter, how good is your health?
My health?
Yeah.
I've just had an emergency hernia op, and I'm 82.
And I can't.
And they operate the same day.
Ian is making mischief here. He's playing music at the same time, so I can't converse with you. The point.
Well, I tell you.
Who can do a Paul McCartney?
Everyone.
Yeah. Who can do a Paul McCartney as good as me? Start with you. Paul McCartney. The head's going. The head is going already. He's in with the head, and you're right to start with the head.
Well, he's kind of changed his voice in the last few years.
Oh.
It's got a bit deeper, hasn't it?
That is not bad, actually. I like that. You're in the lead so far.
Okay. What? Oh.
Dealey.
Hi, it's Paul. You can do it right now, please.
Okay, well, I'm just going to let you know, Justin, that Paul is still in the lead. Yeah. But I appreciate your effort.
That's okay.
You can stop doing that. Sounds a little bit racist.
Okay.
Now you sound like you're in a bag.
Okay. Hello, it's Paul McCartney. Let me out, please.
Catherine.
Grace.
Scoring. Surprisingly, after 3 efforts, you're still in the lead. Let's go to my...
All right, can I do a bigger one? All right, La. Grace.
That's bread.
That is bread.
Let's go to my vocal nemesis. Gotta get it.
Take the world by the hand and shout.
Let's go to my vocal nemesis, Danielson.
You know, when I was in the Beatles, we used to always do this thing.
They were from
me
Liverpool.
And Ringo. Well, you know what I mean. I don't really know what that is. You know what I mean. I invented the Beatles. It was my idea to start a group and call it the Beatles. Actually, it was John.
The '60s. That was my idea.
You know John.
Do the rap.
John Lennon. That was my idea.
We were great mates, me and John.
I'm doing it better than you. You should have stopped.
Do the Meat Free Monday rap.
I'm not.
Please.
MeatFreeMonday.com.
You can do it. I can't. I'm not your puppet. Okay.
You're totally my puppet.
Well, then take your hand out of my.
Do I have to bleep that?
Hello, Paul McCartney here. It's one of the greatest songwriters in human history. And I love the planet too. Sometimes I can't do it now because everyone's looking at me.
Can't do it.
Sometimes his passion can be a tiny bit funny.
Ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my... Who's harmonising? One of you's harmonising, and it's really...
I got bored.
Putting me off. I'm not having that song now, because one of you was harmonising.
Kath was humming, and I was just talking.
It's put me off. It's a tough song. I was doing both of them.
It's all about harmony.
No, it's not. It was about me showing my vocal range as Paul McCartney and indeed Stevie Wonder's. I was doing both of them. Didn't need harmony.
Oh.
They never met when they recorded that song. They did it via satellite link-up.
So much for harmony.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul just released it without the other bits in, just his bits now.
Has he?
Yeah, he sings it all now.
Has he?
Yeah.
Good for him. Well, the Barbara Streisand...
Paul. Signs Paul's gone a bit too far.
Barbara Streisand... Well, Paul McCartney, as we know, is a huge racialist. It's a joke. He's not. Oh! I found a brilliant thing, right? I wonder if it's on my computer. Probably not. I've got this CD version of Flowers in the Dirt by Paul McCartney, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? And on there is a track I've never listened to. It's Paul's Message, right? This is flipping brilliant. It's 30 seconds. And it popped up on iPod Shuffle the other day. This is a bonus track on the Japanese version of Flowers in the Dirt. Paul McCartney's 1989 collaboration with Elvis Costello, right? This pops up, right? And it starts off, you think it's going one way, and then like all Paul McCartney sentences, it just kind of, you go, at the end of it you go, so what? Okay, here we go.
Hello, Japanese fans. This is Paul McCartney.
Already it started off weird, right? Hello, Japanese fans. This is Paul McCartney, right? So what could he be addressing the Japanese fans about, do we think? In a 30-second little message entitled Paul's Message. Kath?
Meat Free Monday.
You think about Meat Free Monday, Danny?
Just saying thanks for your support.
I thought that's what it was going to be, right? You get the tone, there's going to be a message, right? I thought it would be about wailing or something, right? And about him wailing on. But this is flipping brilliant. This is my favourite. This is song of the week, guys.
Hello, Japanese fans. This is Paul McCartney. I wish every one of you to do something to help this planet Earth.
Right, so he wants us to do something. So we've got a message, right?
Stop blowing off.
Stop blowing off. He's got a message, right? He wants us to do something. So it's not just a thanks for buying my album and the continued support. Let's not talk about when I spent 10 days in a Japanese prison for bringing that weed in Linda's handbag. So he wants us to do something. So that's what I thought is wailing. It's got to be wailing. Late 80s, Rainbow Warrior, Greenpeace, all of that stuff. Is wailing, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It continues.
This planet is now suffering from various damages, such as a hole in the ozone layer.
Do you remember the hole in the ozone layer? Don't mention that no more. Global warming. So he wants the Japanese, to use less aerosols and stuff like that. That was big in the late 80s, wasn't it?
The global warming and massive deforestation.
OK, so, right... He wants Japan to save the planet by using less aerosols.
Stop origami.
Stop it! Stop chopping down the bonsai trees. They're tiny little axes. The bonsai axes, tiny. Stop chopping down the bonsai trees. In fact, stop growing small trees. Grow big trees and save the whales. Is that what you want, Paul?
So please think of this for your family, for the people you love and for yourself. And... try and get us to achieve love and peace and health on Earth forever.
Forever.
What's he saying? Turn the heating off. Is there an extra?
So hang on, he's going from... There's the hole in the ozone layer, there's global warming, there's deforestation, so just be groovy, man, love each other. And there's a bit...
Can we fill it with love?
There's a bit when he realises he doesn't know how this is going to end.
Yeah.
He goes,
Hello, Japanese fans.
He goes,
McCartney. I wish every one of you to do something to help this planet
Already
Earth.
He's thinking, I don't know how this sentence is going to end.
Is now suffering from various damages, such as a hole in the ozone layer.
Here it comes.
The global warming and massive deforestation.
Here we go.
So please think of this for your family, for the people you love and for yourself, and try and get us...
And that's the bit, the moment when Paul McCartney realises he hasn't got a clue what he's saying.
And
there, it's the hand of a man who's lost in his own mullets. Paul, you can do the next bit, mate. It's my gift to you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Do it quickly because I've got a shoot off. Bit of a rush. Got the kids today, so anytime you wanna pick up the pace, away you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Scoins will now do the next part of the podcast. He's literally just had the scripts thrust in front. He's clearing his throat as he builds up to become the character Paul Scoins, which is significantly different from the human being, husband, dad, son, brother Paul Scoins. So would you please welcome to the stage the character, Mr. Paul Scoins, the creator of Paul's Coins, the game Paul's Coins. Paul Scoins, over to you, Paul.
Let's take a quick chance to congratulate each member of the team. Well done, me. Well done, Kath.
Thanks.
Well done, Justin.
Thanks, mate.
And well done, Danny.
Thank you. Hey.
The one person we forgot is part of our team there is Simon Oxley. And the next clip is all about him.
Paul Scoggins.
Yeah, yeah.
That gets me just so excited.
BBC Three Counties News and Sport. The next full bulletin is at 9.
This is Ian Lee.
On BBC Three Counties Radio.
I do apologise if Simon's... but you still here?
I'm still here, yes.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
What's wrong? How do you mean?
You normally get...
I'm normally out the door. No, I've got to log off, you see, because I've got to move next door to go and sit with Jonathan. So nothing personal, I'm just going to go.
I thought you wanted to hang out, and, if you ever... Simon, if you ever want to hang out, you're more than welcome to. Okay.
Can I come to the cafe later as well?
You're always welcome to Kazim. Oh, no, he never comes to Kazim Mix.
Well, he never has a coffee. I thought he was...
That's weird.
Nil by mouth.
That is weird. He can't still hear me, can he?
I think he might.
Can you hear me, Simon?
Just want to be part of the team.
Okay, because you never have a coffee in the morning when we offer coffee.
Justin brought sausage rolls the other morning. I didn't get one.
Oh, Justin.
Sausage rolls he brought.
I tell you what, it would be inappropriate for you to come to Kazim Mix today because we're actually talking about you.
Oh, right.
But, Simon, you are welcome to come with us for a greasy spoon any time you want.
Thanks very much.
Can we bring you anything back?
Sausage
we
roll?
prefer... Oh.
Tell you what, it's probably best Simon just goes now. I think he's killed the buzz a bit. Go on, out you go, fella. Go on.
Awkward, isn't it?
Go on. Out you go. Go on.
I didn't even know you like sausage rolls.
Haven't you got to read the news?
Yeah.
Go on, sit down. Go on. Out you go.
Oh, he's actually really upset. Look.
Unbelievable buzzkill, that guy.
Crying.
I mean,
Why does he think we don't invite him? Buzzkill. He just totally sucked the buzz out of the show. He's got the desk is damp from his tears. I mean, I've got to look at a middle-aged man's tears while I'm doing this.
It's going to put me right off my bacon roll, that.
I was going to get a mega breakfast. I might just have to get a large now. Unbelievable.
He's driving us to eat more. It's going to make us fat.
When's Agnew doing the news again?
He never asks for anything, does he?
Of course he doesn't. Blimey. Right, I'm going to press a button to try and cheer us all up. Let's this one. There we go. This is a fun one.
Local and vocal across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is Ian Lee.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
For the last... he's right. Dealey didn't bring in a Greggs, and we get a free Greggs as well. Because we get one free, isn't it? Dealey shouted. Listen, if anyone wants to phone up for the last 25 minutes of the show and make Simon Oxley feel loved, because he is a part of the team, then 03459 455 555. Akbar's in Luton. What would you like to say about Simon Oxley, Akbar?
Good morning, Ian. And yes, Simon, I have heard him over the radio for at least last 10, 15 years. And he has come across as a very decent, quite affable and able person.
And that's the skill. The skill, pretending he is a decent, affable, competent person. And that's a trick to be able to hoodwink the audience every day.
Whatever he makes us believe so.
He makes us what?
He makes us all believe so.
He does. He's a good actor. He's a good actor.
Yes.
We love to have Simon, of course, is part of the team. Sadly, Wogan pulled out of Pudsey, but I've got my phone on me. Well, there's no point in me having the phone on me now because we know that Dermot. We're recording this Friday morning. Okay, so Terry Wogan is he's not able to do it. Okay, he can't rise to the occasion. Put his back out. Right. Who have they given it to?
Dermot.
Use the microphone. Just what it does is it captures. Basically, the microphone is plugged into the system that's recording this, and if you speak into it, people can hear you. And if you speak away from it, your voice is quiet or unintelligible. It's just a small radio tip. I went on a course.
Dermot O'Leary.
And he is, isn't he?
Yeah,
he really is. And I just, one day...
He might pull out yet,
There's a chance. Your thoughts on Dermot?
Nice guy.
Yeah.
But, just that, nice guy.
Safe pair of hands.
Yes.
We need a safe pair of hands. Get me O'Leary. In the meantime, I did my excellent Terry Wogan impression. I'm not going to do it now, but you're going to hear it now, and it was better than anybody else's. So let's go and have a look at the accumulator now, and we made over £60 million.
It's good, but it's not right.
No.
Oh.
What's going on here, then? Are you trying to make my little show go away forever?
I thought Terry Wogan was ill. I thought Wogan was ill. What is that? Is that you, Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, you little...
He's really good.
No, he's not.
He's
Let's
so
take a look
good.
at how our money is helping children across the country get better.
All right, okay, fine. We'll have, and I'm not going to abbreviate this, we're going to have a Wogan Off.
A Wogan Off.
Wow, okay,
It's
okay.
okay. You've nearly
It's
ruined
okay.
that there.
It's just about, okay. Oh, no, let me have a little look here. Oh, what's this? It's,
You sound like Father Christmas.
Your echo's putting me, I've got an echo out there. Turn the echo off.
Turn the speaker
Hold on,
off.
let me find the
He
switch.
doesn't even know how to do that. I could do that.
Wogan wouldn't find his own
Does
switch.
that work?
Okay. No, there's...
Oh.
Sorry, who's that?
Okay. Well, that wasn't bad, was it?
What was it? Was it Father Christmas?
It's Wogan. Okay.
Oh, my God.
What? Okay. Okay. No, we got a letter here. From Terry. And Terry. Oh, no, I'm Terry. Tell me something he says. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to go over now to Tess Daly and see what's going on. Over there is the cast of EastEnders.
You sound like a hairy biker.
Oh, for crying
Sounding
out.
straining.
Yeah, you do.
Well, that's what he's put his back out for. He's doing that voice for over 70
It's not
years.
his real voice.
Danny, show
Go on,
him
do
how
it.
it's
Hold
done.
on. Okay. Oh, my voice has gone.
No, you're doing
Hey!
it.
Hey! Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay, now let us go over to EastEnders and find out what's happening on Albert Square.
Okay, now let's go into the TARDIS and find out what Canine's up to with the Doctor.
Peter Capaldi is going to bring us some excellent...
He's so good.
I don't remember there was a short blonde lad that worked here and left for his. I don't remember his name, but I want that guy back. Not that guy.
He's so good.
I have presented a breakfast television programme, the successors of The Big Breakfast. Admittedly, there was one episode where it rated 0 viewers.
Yeah.
There were several episodes where we were beaten by Noddy.
But it turns out you can't do
But I can
Wogan.
do... He couldn't do the pressure. All right, you do Wogan, and then I'm going to be talking in your earpiece.
Okay, so you're listening to Terry Wogan
We've got 10 seconds
here
left. You
on
need to wrap
BBC
up now.
Radio 2.
Okay.
Can
See-
you stop talking in my ear?
You see?
But that's what Wogan would do.
Can't do it.
Listen, get out of the bitter barn and play in the hay, Ian.
Wowzers,
He's
I
beaten
mean-
you. He's younger than you.
I'm just doing this because you're all fired. While you're here, you when I stepped out into the, it's great to have you back.
Thank you.
I hope your treatment has cleared everything up.
It's
You're sitting comfortably, so that shows
yeah.
it's worked.
Exactly. I have to sit on this side, but it's fine.
Okay, that's fine and understandable. I hope you've learnt your lesson. Really, I really hope you've learnt your lesson. You shouldn't play with those things.
You shouldn't. No.
You gave me the look of death when I came out, and I was like, "Scoins, geez, what's wrong?" You went, "You've not let me do my Terry Wogan voice."
That's true.
So, would you like to do your Terry Wogan voice?
I would love to do that.
Away you go.
Thank you. It's just coming up to 7:30. We should go over to Deadly for the headlines.
I'm quite confused because when I woke up this morning, I thought I was Terry Wogan.
I didn't realise that you'd brought in...
Go on, mate. Have a go.
No, I think you'll find that I'm Terry Wogan, and I shall be handing over to the beautiful Tess Daly this evening at 8:30.
Bruce is coming up. Hello, Bruce. That's slightly Welsh.
I've got an email from Janet who says, Terry, I like listening to all three of you.
Why all these silly fellows? I'm clearly Terry Wogan.
Deadly, stop playing with those balls, for goodness sakes. Leave your balls alone for a minute and let's go over to the beautiful Tess Daly, Tess. Let's have a look at the accumulator and shortly one direction.
I was on the golf course just yesterday with my wife and...
Was that the current Mrs. Wogan?
Yes, it was.
Mrs. Wogan.
The current Mrs. Wogan and Ken Bruce was... Ken, what's on the show today? Well,
we've got Popmaster.
Oh.
Got the Popmaster.
Got Popmaster.
Travel news.
Can you do Dermot?
Well, he doesn't have a voice.
He has a voice.
Well, what does Dermot's voice sound? It's just like...
It's a bloke's voice.
It's not like that.
That's his real voice. You don't know the guy. That's his real voice.
Yeah, but he had something. He used to go onto the X Factor and swing a golf club.
Yeah, that used to annoy me a lot.
It was a great swing.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry.
You're looking at me as if I'm crazy. He used to go on stage and do a pretend swing.
Yeah, it was like,
and the crowd would
know-
go, woo!
Do you know what
Saturday night starts right here.
Your Saturday night starts right here.
Do you know what I used to do on the 11 o'clock show? I used to come out and do a kick. I used to do a Frankie Vaughan kick, and it was modelled on Frankie Vaughan. I would come out, do a kick to the camera.
Yeah. So you get it then.
That's my trademark.
Yeah. So I think Dermot O'Leary copied you.
He probably.
Yeah.
So Dermot O'Reilly.
No, he's not. He's nice. I like Dermot. He's nice. I like Dermot. I'm just really jealous.
Dermot O'Deary.
Another Dermot O'Deary me.
Oh, good
guys.
Yeah.
You should be laughing, even if you don't find it funny. It's your jobs. Boy. Okay, mate. That's taken. That really is. That's just. That's
Sorry, mate,
that's actually
I just found it
terrifying.
really-
You know he's studying science.
What science? Weird science. It's a good film.
He's come up with the Dermot O'Theory.
Hey, do you know he had a few too drinks last night, and this morning he's Dermot O'Bleary.
Or when he was at the bar, Dermot O'Beary.
Do you know what? He's got a little sideline, washing windows. Problem is, Dermot O'Smeary.
I can think of one. If you just stop talking, I'll be able to think of one. It's because you're all talking, and I can't think of one.
Let's have a quiet time.
Oh, okay. I remember when I met Dermot. I'm probably the only person in this room that has, and he was Dermot O'Near me. Yeah.
Nice.
You try not to laugh, Kath, but the lads are laughing, and that's what I'm playing to.
I don't need to try.
He reckons he had a ghost in his house. Yeah. Dermot O'Feary.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Stop talking, everyone. Let me think of another one. Because I can't do it when you're talking. No.
When he's sad, Dermot O'Teary.
Yeah, I got the. Yeah, you must be thinking that.
Well, he was. But when I was, when I was up for that murder that I did not commit,
Yes.
right, and it was looking tense for a while. Well, I sacked my lawyer off, right, and luckily Dermot has legal training. Dermot O'Clear me.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, let's get on to talk about another guy I'm jealous of, Benedict Cumberbatch. He's a great actor, great hair, great. No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
None of those things are true.
No, all true. All of those things there that I've wrote.
Just go into this bit because I don't rate him.
Listen to Ian's disgusting envy.
See what makes me sick?
Okay.
Cumberbuns. Dominic Cumberbuns.
Right.
What's his name? The posh.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
He's great.
Sorry?
He's great.
Why?
He's good. He's a good actor.
I did quite like.
If you did your hair properly and had a wash, you could look a little bit like him.
No, he looks like he's been hit with the face with a pan.
I look like a badly drawn Benedict Cumberbatch.
You do. You've got the same squinty, tiny little pig eyes.
Right. Okay.
Piggy,
mate.
squinty, horrible. Kind of the eyes of a murderer. You've got those eyes. Horrible. Really. I mean, disturbing to look into. I'd hate to be any partner of yours, and every time that face loomed towards me, just like, oh, exactly that noise, Catherine. Yeah. You got just like Dominic Cumberbuns.
Wow.
Thanks, mate.
Your absolute pleasure.
Welcome to the team, mate. This is what happens.
Thrilled Dominic Cumberbuns picked up a gong. Why do they call it a gong? Because it's not a gong. I was so disappointed at the age of 27 to realise, they don't get a little dong.
Dong.
It's a medal.
I have no idea. Is it because is it a hilarious way of saying it's a massive donking great medallion?
I don't know anything about his donking greatness. From the Queen yesterday for his achievements as an actor and his charity work.
For having a job.
Do you know what he's filming now?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I know.
What's he filming now?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Marvel Comics. He's doing a superhero movie.
A good
What
one.
does Doctor Strange do?
He's a magician.
Oh.
Flipping heck. So you want to watch a real film about a magician? Bill Bixby, The Magician. Watch that. Bill Bixby, who was he?
A magician.
No, he wasn't. He was the Incredible Hulk. Dr. Bruce Banner. But he also played the magician in the TV movie The Magician, 1977. It's a classic, mate. Forget your Doctor Strange. Forget your Dominic Cumberbatch. Go and watch that. Go and download
Doctor
it.
Strange is good,
Go and
though.
download it from Networds or Torrent or something.
Is that a thing?
He's 39. He looks about 10 years older than me. You slimy little.
Jealousy.
Yeah, no, powerful emotion, isn't it?
Very strong.
He was made a CBE. Well, which one's a CBE?
Not as good as an OB, I don't
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
But still good, still better than what I've got.
I hope the bloke that played Stephen Hawking gets a knighthood.
Yeah. Well, that could happen.
Yeah, exactly. And that will teach cummerbuns.
To do what?
To stop. Just to stop. It really does.
Isn't that I think that's the phrase they use. Posh Benedict, 39. That's how the newspaper describe him.
I mean, he is posh.
He's Benedict. He's not 39. Currently shooting Marvel film Doctor Strange. Was made a CBE. Left at Buckingham Palace, where he was joined by his wife. Tasty,
hang on.
classy
CBE,
bird.
I think, is better than an OBE.
Tasty, classy bird, Sophie Hunter. 37. Not half. Last month, the Sherlock star was blasted for apparently saying F the politicians while asking for donations for refugees on stage. Yesterday he said... What did he say,
Ian?
Yesterday...
Come on.
He said he wants...
Yep.
Yesterday he said he wants to do good for other people.
Well, don't we all?
Flipping it. I mean...
I want to do good for other people. Was it like that?
That's not a bad impression, actually, mate.
Do it again.
I can't. I've got a sore throat. Come on, goes.
I want to do good for other people. You do. You can do the best Dominic Cumberbatch, Kath.
I want to do good for other people.
No, that's Minder.
Ah.
I want to do good for other people.
221B Baker Street.
Oh, that's good.
I've never watched that rubbish, and I never will watch that rubbish.
It's good, mate.
What did you think about during the 2-minute silence on the 11th? Here we go, Scoins. You went in for this. What did you think about in the 2-minute silence? And be honest.
Do you know? I put the BBC News webpage with loads of poppies on it on my computer, which forced me to think about
for 2 minutes
sad things. No, I was thinking a little bit later on about a phone call I had to make.
Exactly, the mind wanders. Yeah. I was thinking about... First of all, I was thinking about the soldiers. I was thinking, aren't I good being in Costa doing this?
Yeah.
I bet I look good. And then I was thinking about the annoying women that were talking. Everyone went silent in Costa. Then I started thinking about the soldiers. Then I thought about I miss my dad. Then I was thinking about the boys, my boys. And then I was thinking... I don't know exactly when I started doing this 2-minute silence. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like an extra 30 seconds, and then I've definitely done 2 minutes. Then I was thinking about a meeting I was having later on that day. Then I was thinking about actually I hope this finishes quickly because I've got to finish this work. There's all of that stuff. You had those kind of similar thoughts, did you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And there's no shame in that.
No.
You can't focus for 2 minutes.
No one's doing that. Even the Queen's not doing that.
Bit rude about the Queen, mate. Bit disrespectful. Anyway, Dealey, you took it to the streets.
I did.
Tension.
Very, very tense. And do you know what? It got so tense that for the first time, I think I can say this on the podcast, for the first time, things almost got violent. From my side, not the other side. I get threatened every single week. But from my side, I thought, you know what?
It gets silent but violent in your podcasts a lot, in your Voxes a lot. But this was actual almost loud and violent.
Yes,
loud and proud. You were loud and proud.
This guy made me sick.
Okay.
Well, the guy at the end.
I kind of felt a bit sorry for him.
Why?
We'll have a listen and find out.
Boss, you've been talking this morning about yesterday's 2-minute silence, and you've been asking this morning, to be fair, during those 2 minutes, what did you think of?
Where else did your mind go?
Yeah, exactly. We had part one of this earlier, where somebody said, what last night at 11 o'clock? No, yesterday morning at 11 o'clock. We had another man who said that he was working in a shop, so his mind was on keeping time, because he actually announced the 2-minute silence, so his mind was on the time. And he said there was a raucous group of what he described as old people in the corner who wouldn't respect that. His words, not mine. So we thought we'll do part 2 on this.
Yes, mate.
Very, very rare that we get you to do the same Vox twice. Very rare.
Incredible. In fact, I can't think of another example, actually.
No, I don't think it's ever happened.
So part 2 with the same question. Again, some very moving stories, but the guy at the end, this is quite possibly... the most ridiculous man I have ever spoken to on the streets. And I've been reporting on your programme for a very, very long time. I got a little bit unprofessional towards the end because he really, really got me.
Not you as well. Yes, okay.
But, here's what happened.
Okay, be warned.
The people that we lost and the people that are prepared to fight for our country.
This is not a trick question, but did your mind wander? Were you thinking about other things?
No, I thought about my nephew who's in the Royal Marines, and we want to keep him safe.
So what were you thinking of during those 2 minutes?
my granddad.
I just thought of all of the soldiers and, you know, not just the soldiers, the animals as well. Like, all the people that have died in wars, you know, regardless of religion as well.
Did your mind wander about what you might be doing that evening, or...?
Not really, no. It's a minute's silence for them, not for me, so...
I thought of the people that gave up their lives for us and made the country what it is today, really. It's so, yeah.
You must have thought about other things which affected you as well. And again, I'm not trying to trick you out here. So what else did you think about?
I thought, I lost my husband, so I thought of him and, yeah, and my parents, I lost them as well. So, yeah, you do, don't you?
Yesterday, did you observe the 2-minute silence?
I forgot that it was the 2-minute silence yesterday, strangely enough. It just completely slipped my mind.
Did you even know what time it was?
Actually, yes, I did. It's normally the 12 o'clock, isn't it?
11.
Oh. With all the things that you got to remember on the per year, it's pretty hard to remember it among everything else, though, isn't it? Like, say, for instance, you've got to remember Easter, Christmas, Valentine's Day. You've got to remember, 5th of November.
Fireworks night, Valentine's Day, really, really key events in a calendar, aren't they?
Yeah, and then you've also got to remember Halloween.
Halloween as well, another massive event, you know.
But the thing is that you've got to realise that all these events, they can sometimes make people forget about other events.
You know what? I've got to be honest with you, okay? I think your comments are absolutely disgraceful.
Why is that?
You're comparing people who have fought for this country, you're comparing them to Halloween and Valentine's Day. You're not winding me up, are you? You're genuine.
But the thing is that you've got...
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I don't often do this, but you don't deserve any more airtime. We're going to leave it there. Thanks very much.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I have to say that I think that chap who was just talking to J-Dog about Remembrance Day,
yep.
I think it's unfortunately typical of quite a few people's attitude to Remembrance Day now. I mean, comparing it to Halloween and fireworks nights, this is the sort of thing that happens these days.
Here's what we need to accept. To some people, Remembrance Day don't mean anything. And that's fine, isn't it?
No, it's not fine. No.
Why, who are you to tell people what they should be moved by, what they should be thinking, whom they should respect, and what they should do? You're nobody, with the greatest of respect, Andy.
Well, the thing is, in that case then, why do we celebrate firework night and Halloween?
Because fireworks are brilliant and my kids love them. Andy? If that beep goes boo, we're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
Sorry.
Andy? Yeah, sorry, yeah.
What the hell is going on? I'm hearing your thoughts. There's another one. And that one. Stop it. Turn it off.
Turn it off. For what?
What's this echo?
It's probably sync.
Hang on a minute.
The sound system.
Kath, you try it.
Hello?
Hello, Catherine.
Hello?
Danny, you try it. Oh, hang on, the mic's not on.
Hello, is that Danny?
Hello, yes.
There's a massive... Hang on, Justin, are you still there? Have you gone?
I'm here.
Right, you try it.
Andy.
Justin.
Andy.
Hello?
Hello?
I agree with you, Justin, totally. I think that bloke was right out of order.
OK, thank you. What was going on with his line there? That was excitement, wasn't it? Little bit psychedelic, that. I enjoyed that. It's my job to say words and things. Some people... Why are you even writing this? It's February, Dracula and Skellington.
Because you say them strangely.
Don't, mate. I speak them properly.
No. OK, everyone in the room say February.
February?
No, that's not how you say it.
What are you talking about?
Paul?
February.
No, that's not how you say it. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Justin?
I have a fear of that month, so I call it Feb. I can't say it properly.
And you've got to respect that. You've got to respect that.
Skeleton.
Skellington.
No, that's wrong.
What?
It's skeleton. No,
Thank
skeleton.
Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. Roll the tape.
How do you say skeleton?
We'll say it properly. Skellington.
Well, it sounds like you're saying Skellington every time.
No,
I'm saying,
no.
I have the same problem with my 10-year-old daughter.
No.
Not that I'm
associating you with a 10-year-old child, but...
Julian, I'm saying it properly. I'm saying, listen very carefully. I will say this only once. Inside my body is blood, gut, and my skeleton.
Yeah, okay. I bet if you get any other listeners, I bet they'll say it sounds like you're saying.
All right, Graham. I'm sorry, Justin.
That's all right, mate. It's not a
I'm
problem.
angry now.
It's one
I'm
all
angry.
here.
Right,
It's one all.
right, here we go. You got a house? Do you live in a house, Julian?
I do indeed.
Ooh, he's got a house. Right. Okay. Well, you're up for the challenge then. How do you heat your house?
With oil.
Right. Oh, this is one of them. Have you got a big brick tunnel that goes from the living room up to the roof?
Yes, I have.
What would you call that?
A chimney.
I thought so. One of them. Bye-bye. It's a chimbley, of course. It's a chimbley, Julian.
Chimney.
Thank you very much indeed. We'll let him go. I mean, thank you, Julian.
To be fair, mate, he pwned you on point 1 there, but you pwned him on point 2.
Point 2 and point 3. Well, I would say 2-1. Point 2 and point 3, and I keep my skeletons in my chimney.
I bet he says Dracula instead of Dracula as well.
Yeah, Julian.
Hello.
Prince of Darkness, Vlad the Impaler, lives in Transylvania. I want to drink your blood. Not bad. Put that on the list of voices on my CV.
Yep.
What's his name?
What, Dracula?
Dracula.
Dracula.
He's too big for his boots, that guy.
Can I ask Julian a question?
Of course
as
you
well?
can. Yeah, of course you can.
Julian. Okay. Julian, is it sausage or sausage? Now think about this carefully. Sausage. Yeah, good man. Thank you.
No, not swage. Sausage.
No, sausage.
Sausage.
God.
Julian, can we keep Julian's number and can we hand it over? I think social services start at 10:30.
Yeah, he's in charge of people.
I know, exactly. He won't be by the end of play today. Julian, we're going to pass your details on to social services and we're going to get those children into a loving environment with someone who could speak properly, all right?
Absolutely not.
Thank you very much indeed. There we go, Julian.
I
liked him as well. Good sport. Are we done?
Yeah, we can end it now.
Okay, Paul, would you like to... you started it. Could you end it? One thing, try not to be quite as dry and as dull, and I know you can take this criticism because I know you can take it. Try not to be as dry and dull as you were in the introduction.
Yeah.
They've had a great experience. They've learned, they've laughed, they've cried, they've got angry, they've got frustrated. They may have even touched themselves in places that I don't want to consider.
Mm-hmm.
Bearing all that in mind, close this thing. I'm turning everyone's mic off. Paul Scoins, where you go?
Well, everyone's had a very emotional journey over the last 20 minutes. Really?
Yeah, it's an hour-long podcast, mate.
Okay. Over the last hour, there have been highs. There definitely have been lows. But if ultimately someone takes something from this and maybe goes about their day in a different way, then that means something, not just to me, to us, all of us, actually. So think on that.
Thanks for listening to this free download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and bucks, on FM, AM, digital radio and online at bbc.co.uk/Three Counties.
Okay, you join me live. This is a bonus feature for this week's podcast. Live. Shush, man! I'm trying to do it. Okay.
This is the end of the podcast.
This is a bonus feature for the podcast. Don't take that. Don't use that picture. That was me picking my nose. There it was a click. At a photo session for BBC Three Counties Radio. Why? Because I'm a good-looking guy and lots of people. Sorry.
The fake finger.
No, I don't want the fake finger. What I'm trying to do. You're joining me live in a bonus feature for the podcast as I'm having my picture taken by Mike.
Hello.
I don't know. Why are you taking these pictures, Michael?
Just to make things a little bit more interesting.
Fake. And
Nice try.
Boyley and Danny are here being... no, don't use that. That's... oh, and don't use that. That's sweary. We'll bleep that bit out. So we thought it would be fun to let you come behind the scenes of what it's like to be a celebrity. Catherine, why don't you bring me a cup of coffee?
Why don't you do this?
I'm now posing. This is a fake pose. Doing some fake poses.
What's that face? Frank Spencer.
Hey, they're going to use... I told you, didn't they? They're going to use the boys doing the impression of Frank Spencer on Radio 4 Extra.
That makes... Are they in equity now?
Pretty much. They've had more radio work than you have. Anything there you can use, Mike?
Yeah.
You sure?
A lot.
You see? Now...
I'll pick them out and I'll send them to you.
Beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful. You pick your top 5 or whatever. Now, you see Catherine and Danny. I know you both want to make it in radio. Probably too late for you, but Danny, you've got potential. That's how you do a photo shoot. He came in. Do you want a break? Do you want to do it now? Let's just do it now. Because I'm still vibing off the show, okay? And also Mike's a professional, so I didn't want to get in his way. So we just did it, and I just rattled through it. And Catherine, you laughed at me for pulling so many faces. But look, we're done. How long did that take, Mike?
6 minutes.
And that's probably... You do a lot...
How many of those shots can you use?
3.
But still, 3. How many shots have you... Oh, look, and there's none of you been taken. Do you see?
We're going to do mine privately.
Oh, come on, love. All your mates have done it. Do you really want to make it in this business? And that, dear listener, is 2 minutes and 20 seconds of pure showbiz behind the scenes with Ian Lee.